The challenge also for grand unification theory at this point, the more quantum mechanics progresses and the more particle physics progresses and the more new particles are discovered, if you're challenging particle physics, you look a bit better. Yes, I do feel better than before. Thank you, universe. Hopefully it keeps going that way. If you're going to challenge quantum mechanics and particle physics, your new theory better explain it. You can't just challenge particle physics. You have to say that whatever theory you came up with can contain it, can explain it, can subsume it, right? It can basically swallow it and spit out more, right? It and more. Like the output of this new theory better be something that can explain everything we know so far and more, right? And that's the challenge. It's not so easy to just output everything from quantum mechanics and particle physics because there's so much that we know now within those fields that are experimentally observed, that are experimental outcomes. And so you have to, there's all those like modes, there's all these like properties of the particles, the spin, the this, the that. You have to be able to explain all of it with your grand unification theory if you're working on one. No pressure. But that shouldn't discourage you from working on one. But at the same time, keep in mind that you have to explain all of that, right? So let's see what they did with that. So after 50 years, the leading candidate for a theory of everything, one that can unify both the quantum theory and general relativity, is called superstring theory. So for the first time, I'm defining for you with the help of this book, what is superstring theory, because somebody asked about it. I don't know if that person is even here today, but here we go. In fact, it is the only game in town because all rival theories have been ruled out. So superstring theory is a candidate for the grand unification theory or the grand unified theory or GUT. Basically, it is a theory. It's not proven, but it is a theory that tries to do exactly what Einstein and the others back in the day tried to do, which is to come up with a more general, more broad, beautiful, classical, amazing theory that can contain everything and try to explain all of that within itself. Now, superstring theory, I don't know. Hi, Steven. My name has one more E, but good to see you. Superstring theory is a candidate for GUT. In fact, it is the only game in town because all rival theories have been ruled out. As physicist Steven Weinberg said, string theory has provided our first plausible candidate for a final theory. Weinberg believes that the maps that guided the ancient mariners all pointed to the existence of a fabled North Pole. Yes, hopefully we'll get into that a little bit here in a second. Thank you for asking. Hi, Harper. Weinberg believes that the maps that guided the ancient mariners all pointed to the existence of a fabled North Pole, though it would take centuries before Robert Peary actually set foot on it in 1909. Similarly, all the discoveries made in particle physics point to the existence of the North Pole of the universe, that is a unified field theory. So basically, they're saying that all of the particle physics stuff that we have found are sort of part of something bigger. What is that bigger thing? What is that unified field theory that can explain all of particle physics and such? And the more particles got discovered and the more properties of those things got discovered, the more these theorists were like, there has to be something grander, something something broader and more beautiful that can explain all these particles and their properties as a part, as a subset of it. Superstring theory that can absorb all the good features of the quantum theory and relativity in a surprisingly simple way. Superstring theory is based on the idea that subatomic particles can be viewed as notes on a vibrating string. So here we go. Here's the string stuff. Superstring theory is based on the idea